This is exactly right.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. If you're thinking about your bra all day, you're probably wearing the wrong bra.
Your bra should clock in, do its job, and clock out.
That's where Honey Love comes in.
Honey Love is an independent, female-founded brand with products designed by women who actually wear them.
Honey Love recently launched their new crossover contour bra, which features their best-selling wireless crossover bra design, plus built-in molded light foam pads for extra support and a beautifully contoured shape.
And Honey Love is now offering a crossover triple bra bundle. You can get huge savings by buying 3 at once.
But Honey Love doesn't just make bras and shapewear. They built a full line of tanks, bodysuits, and underwear with supportive structure, smoothing fabrics, and premium finishes.
Treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market.
Use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honey Love at honeylove.com/MFM.
That's honeylove.com/MFM.
After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honey Love.
Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Listener note, we encountered some audio issues on this episode.
Never fear, we'll be back soon with the beautiful sound quality you have come to expect from us.
Hello. And welcome.
My favorite murder.
The Minisode.
We read you. Here's the fucking stories. I've told you that before.
Do you know this or are you brand new?
You want to go first?
Sure. Okay, this subject line of this email is, it's a twofer in all caps. It's a twofer. Shitty neighbor story and what am I even doing right now?
Nice.
Hello to the voices of the angel and devil on my shoulder. You know who is who. And then it's an emoji with the winky face.
Oh my God, I love that.
Now put yourself in my shoes. You move into a new house in elementary school. You are exploring the backyard while your dad and uncles are screaming about how to move the couch into the house. All is bliss. When you wander behind the garage, you would probably think, oh, maybe there's a weed plant. Oh, how you'd be wrong. In our neighbor's yard was a 12-foot guillotine. And then in parentheses, it says, I had to Google how to spell that.
Oh, I would fucking never know.
Yeah, it's tough.
Guil. Am I right so far?
Yes, you are.
Guill.
Yep.
Itine? Etine.
Otine.
Damn it.
So close. So close. You should have asked me to use it in a sentence. Okay. Anyway, yes. A giant wooden guillotine with this massive shining blade staring at me. Now, I don't know what it was exactly. I was in like 5th grade, but I knew a giant blade when I saw one. I ran to my mom and dragged her and the lamp she was carrying to see the device. I remember the distinct "what the fuck" leaving her mouth. She proceeded to call the police. When the police came, they took our story, then they went over to the neighbors. Mind you, we were just moving in and have even yet to meet these people.
And you called the cops on them. Fucking narc.
Yeah, just immediately. Our sweet neighbors came over giggling, in all caps, carrying the giant blade. They proceeded to tell us the neighborhood is really big on Halloween and showed us the cardboard blade covered in silver duct tape. The guillotine was a fake Halloween decoration, and because of its size, it didn't fit in their garage. That following Halloween, when I went trick-or-treating, I went up to the man and proudly reminded him I tried to get him arrested. My parents still live there today. The neighbors have since moved out, and I hope wherever they are now, they warn their new neighbors about what's to come each spooky season. Now, what do I do while I listen to your lovely giggles? I am a costume designer for theater productions. The most recent script I received mentioned MFN by name. What?
Are we in Les Miserables?
Wait, are we in revolutionary France? That's crazy. Actually, they tell us it's about a young girl trying to prove her father's innocence. I smile every time I hear that line.
Yay!
Anyway, SSDGM and warn your neighbors about the medieval killing equipment. Maya.
Wow,
Yeah.
Maya.
That's a nice one to kick it off. That has all the elements we need.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, good one. This one's a classic, almost kidnapping story. Hi, everyone. I grew up in a neighborhood where it wasn't uncommon to see SWAT teams shutting down our block to bust meth houses.
Oh.
My story takes place about 20 years ago when I was around 5 years old. One day, while I was playing in the front yard by myself, a woman I had never seen before approached me. She told me she had lost her cat and asked if I had seen it running around the neighborhood. I said I hadn't, and then she asked if I would help her search for the cat. She extended her hand and asked me to follow her to her car, saying that her son was driving and we would sit in the back seat to look out the windows, which would be faster. Like, fucking what the fuck?
I mean,
classic.
Yeah, just nightmarish. But like as a child, you're just like, of course I'm going to help you.
She says, as I started to reach out to her, I suddenly thought I should check with my mom before getting in the car with a stranger.
Yeah.
I pulled my hand back and told the woman, I need to tell my mom first, but then I can go. I ran inside to ask permission. My mom, understandably alarmed, ran outside to confront the woman, but by the time she got there, the woman and the car were gone.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being upset that the woman had left without me and begged my mom to let me leave a bowl of milk out for the lost cat. It wasn't until much later that my mom told me there was probably no cat and that I had narrowly escaped being kidnapped. I'm grateful that my 5-year-old self knew enough to seek my mom's permission before getting in the car with a stranger. Who knows what could have happened otherwise? Thank you for the work you do and for giving me the opportunity to share my story. Best, Emily, she, her.
Emily, I hate that story.
Good for Emily, though. She fucking thought twice.
That's right.
It's terrifying, though.
It is so scary. I wonder when, like what year that happened.
It says about 20 years ago.
Oh,
So,
shit.
Yeah, early 2000s.
God.
I know. I think that shit's over, and it's not.
Burn in hell, lady with the lost cat.
Seriously.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye. Okay. This is insane. The subject line of this email is Grandma's Tricky Dog. It says, "Hey gang, you love dog stories. You love grandma stories. So here's a story about my grandma's clever dog. I grew up living next door to my grandmother. Ugh, what a dream.
I mean, seriously.
I have so many fond memories of visiting her on a regular basis. I'd look out the back window of my house, and if I saw her light on over the kitchen sink and the top of her head in the window as she washed dishes, I knew it was a good time to visit. I'd run out the back door yelling, 'I'm going to see Grandma,' as I let the door slam. I'd go into Grandma's kitchen, she'd make a pot of tea, and would serve either homemade banana bread or crackers and cheese. We'd sit at her kitchen table and she'd tell stories. This story was one of my favorites. My grandma was born in the year 1900.
Wow.
I am not certain of the year that this story took place, but I'm guessing it was around 1910. Holy shit. This was long before podcasts. She lived in a small town in Idaho with her younger sister and mom. Why there wasn't a dad is an incredible story for another time. Well, you better write it back in.
Come on.
Jesus. They also had a dog. This dog was apparently really clever and could do lots of tricks. I'm sure his bag of tricks included sit, stay, and play dead, but his best trick, according to my grandma, was saying his prayers.
What?
When they told him to say his prayers, he'd put his front paws up on the table and put his nose in between his paws. He'd peek up at them, but he'd stay in prayer position until someone said amen, and then he'd get up.
Fucking shit, I'm gonna cry.
So cute.
Oh my God, I bet it was a border collie. They're so smart.
One day, my grandmother's mom had just made fresh donuts. I mean, talk about a 1910 event right there.
Sounds amazing.
Sorry, I should have read the whole sentence. And had put them onto a plate to cool, but not into the windowsill? Okay.
I know, come on. This is a cartoon, right?
Come on. The 3 of them then decided to go for a walk. And then in parentheses, it says, in my mind, I always picture the dusty town from the Little House series with boardwalks, sidewalks, and dirt streets. Yeah. The plate of donuts was in the center of their table. Their dog wanted to go for a walk too, but for some reason they didn't take him this time. They left the house and went on their walk. When they returned, no dog came running to greet them. The first thing they noticed was an empty plate on the table that used to hold all the freshly baked donuts. I think those donuts are deep fried, though. I don't want to argue somebody else's experience, but aren't by nature donuts deep fried?
No, you can bake them nowadays. Maybe. I don't know about back then.
This is 1910. Okay.
They're probably fried.
They figured that their dog had eaten them all, and when they found their dog, he did seem guilty about something. Mystery solved, or so they thought. But the truth of the missing donuts was so much cleverer than that. As my grandma, her sister, and their mother went about doing their regular house cleaning chores over the next week, they began to find donuts. Yes, their clever but spiteful little dog, who was so mad that he wasn't taken on a walk with them, had not eaten the donuts. He had hid every single donut around the house. Eventually, they found all the donuts that had been placed on the plate that fateful day. As my grandma would tell me the story, we'd laugh trying to imagine this dog carefully taking the donuts from the plate one by one and looking for the perfect spot in the house to hide.
A new place each time.
Yeah. Understanding the concept of hiding.
Yes. And spite.
Yeah.
And revenge.
I never got tired of hearing this story and many others that she'd tell again and again over the years. Every once in a while, she visits my dreams. And in my dreams, I always think, oh, Grandma's back. I'd better get up there and hear some stories because I don't know how long she'll be here. I think I was very lucky to grow up living next door to my grandma. You were. I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I always did. Stay sexy and always take your dog with you on walks. Julie.
Oh, that made me think of my grandma's.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
That made me think of our old next door neighbor, the Withington's grandma Noni, who lived next door to them. And it was the greatest, and she wasn't even my grandma. Just the best.
Just live next door to a grandma, I think is the rule.
Their vibe, they get it. They're big picture. They don't kind of give a shit about the small stuff.
Totally.
It's the best.
Totally. Okay. This one's called Treasure in a Haunted Movie Theater. Hi, MFM fam. The very best way I can show you how much I love you all is to give you exactly what you're looking for. A true treasure story, including murder, stuff in walls, and petrified M&Ms.
Thank you.
When I was about 12, my parents purchased the only movie theater in our tiny Montana town.
Cool.
My mother, Lisa, renovates historic buildings for a living, and this 1914 theater was her largest project. Oh my God.
I mean,
growing up in that environment.
All I can think of is how much popcorn I would eat. I just would never stop eating popcorn.
We're actually going to get there. It had gorgeous mosaic floors, original chandeliers, layers of dirt and trash I cannot bring myself to describe in detail, and ghosts. Among the list of things my little brother and I found while we were used as child labor to clean out the random shit that had piled up in the theater since its last renovation in 1948.
Oh, shit.
And then it's listed an entire rack of near pristine costumes from the 1960s that I wore for many Halloweens. Christmas tree decorations attached to 12-inch serrated knife blades. And then it says, I don't have a better way to describe this. They were birds and a foam Christmas tree that looked like they were glued on, but nope, giant knife instead. I don't get it, but I don't want to fucking find that.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like someone who was having a hard Christmas season is decorating.
A pack of M&Ms suspected to be from the 1950s based on the package design and so many movie posters. My brother unfortunately won our competitive scavenging contest because in a box of random papers under a window seat, he found a signed picture of Elvis himself with a note that said, "Thanks for everything."
Holy shit.
We sent it off for verification and it was certified as the real deal. My brother still has it hanging up on the wall in a red velvet frame, and I moped for weeks that I didn't find anything nearly so cool.
That is incredible.
The ghosts like to mess with us by turning lights on and off, moving furniture around, and most freakishly, making it feel like someone was playing with your hair when you were alone.
Nah, dude.
This happened to both me and my mom on separate occasions. My mom told me she got so fed up with it that she once shouted at it to cut it out. When one of her contractors asked about the yelling, she shrugged and told him someone had to put the ghost in their place. The ghost may very well be the man who was rumored to have gotten in a fight on the balcony and was tossed to his death on the seats below.
Oh my God.
Those same seats I had to unscrew from the concrete floor by hand during the renovation. To this day, I don't know if my participation in that activity was actually helpful or if my parents just needed to sit me somewhere with a job so I would stay out of the giant garbage bag-sized bags of popcorn that got delivered to the storeroom. Anyway, thanks for the laughs and for helping us murderinos find a welcoming place we can escape to when the world around us gets too real. SSDGM, and leave the ghost wrangling to your mom, Elizabeth, she, her.
Elizabeth, that's a dream childhood scenario.
I know.
I'm sorry you had to work your way through it in that way. Also, Elizabeth saying that their movie theater had popcorn delivered from the outside in. They didn't make it there?
Yeah, I think a lot of them do like that now. And then they warm it up in the popcorn thing.
Come on.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to burst your bubble.
No, it's okay. I literally, during the pandemic, I found on Postmates that you could get movie theater popcorn and snacks and stuff delivered to your house. And I did it one time. It was really great.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Big fan of the saltiest popcorn you can find. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. Summer's for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
If you need an oil change, make the smart stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change before you hit the highway.
Their trained techs can help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
That means they're checking important things before you're halfway to your aunt's house with no cell service.
And these aren't just any techs. Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
The best part, you can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
So before your next long summer ride, pull into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Listen to this one. Here's my last one. I was the safe deposit teller at a Malibu bank.
Ooh.
Yes, this is what we were asking for.
Yes.
Dear Karen and Georgia, my daughter Gabby turned me onto your podcast during the pandemic, and we both listen religiously. Me from Las Vegas, she from Sweden.
Ooh.
We love you. And the love is in all caps. That's nice. Thanks, Gabby. Okay, so now into it. You said I was obligated by law to tell you a story about working in a safe deposit vault. It was 1980, and I was working at a bank in my adopted Malibu. And then parentheses, it says, I was attending Pepperdine. I was 18 and the safe deposit teller. When somebody lost their one safe deposit key, it was a big deal. They would have to make an appointment, come in with ID, and a locksmith would be there. And then in parentheses, yes, so cool to watch. The bank president and, yep, the safe deposit teller. This one morning, the person who lost his key was Martin Sheen. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you how lovely of a man he was. And then it says, probably still is. He told us that he was recently in a movie about a bank heist and proceeded to lay out the entire movie for us. And then in parentheses, it says, the locksmith was taking his time. The movie, called Loophole, came out the following year. After the locksmith replaced the lock on his box and I handed him, Martin Sheen, his new key, he was on his way. Most of the stars had passports, birth certificates, and a bit of jewelry. They're basically just giving us the inside scoop on like what we could find in there if we could look.
That makes sense to be a famous person and like not want that in your house.
Yes.
In case someone breaks in.
Yeah. Put it somewhere super safe. Thank you for all you do. Having been in psychology for the past 30 plus years, it's great that you have done so much to destigmatize seeking mental health help. You are both truly treasures. And then it just says Jay.
Oh, thanks, Jay. Great little insight with a little famous person thrown in there.
All
Perfect.
the things we love.
Perfect mother-daughter. Amazing.
I mean, come on, Malibu. We both love Malibu.
Love Malibu. Okay. My last one is called Great Grandpa's Name, Short and Lighthearted. Murder besties. Just like me, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. My great-grandfather's name was Noble Welcome Hand. He was a gentle yet strong World War II veteran who oozed wisdom and love until he passed away last year at 99 years old.
Oh, Noble Welcome Hand, R.I.P.
However, I come to tell the story of his name. His mother, pregnant with him, her fifth child, was visiting a neighbor when the neighbor asked if they had chosen a name for the baby yet. My great-great-grandmother replied, yes, his name will be Welcome Noble. To this, the neighbor laughed and exclaimed, you can't name him Welcome. The fifth child is never welcome.
Ouch.
Thus, my great-great-grandparents decided to switch the first and middle name to instead become Noble Welcome. Also, his longtime nickname was Spark due to a spark plug being thrown at his head while bike riding with friends as a child. That's how you get a fucking nickname.
Yeah.
My great-grandparents were married 7 years before my great-grandma Martha passed away in 2018 at the age of 94. Their marriage was the blueprint that the rest of our family has tried to duplicate. Stay sexy and watch what you name your children. Ashley.
Ugh.
That's
The
sweet.
name Noble is so old-fashioned and cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. For a dude, Noble.
Yeah. So good. So noble.
So good. Aw.
Send us all your stories, people.
You can tell us about your grandparents. You can tell us about your mom. You can tell us about your dad.
Yeah, tell us about like your animals,
Your
your
ants.
hometown murder that happened.
Old jobs you've had that you think we'd like to hear
Fuck yeah,
about.
definitely.
Mom and pop stores, Blockbuster video. We don't care. We just love you and we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Alejandra Keck.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at My Favorite Murder and on Twitter at My Fave Murder.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live US-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
You know that fantasy where you run into your ex while looking impossibly cute and wildly unbothered? Hill House makes the perfect dress for that moment. Or if you're just running errands. Hill House Home is the brand behind the viral nap dress, known for its signature smocking, ultra-flattering fit, and comfort that makes it a favorite for just about everyone. Celebrities like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Anne Hathaway, and Mindy Kaling have all been spotted in Hill House. These dresses are the definition of versatile, perfect for running errands in the morning and stylish enough for dinner or a party that night. And it's not all they carry. They started with bedding back in 2016, and now you'll find bathrobes, pajamas, children's clothes, and maternity, all with the cutest prints. And it's so true. The hardest time picking out one nap dress because the prints are so dreamy and beautiful. But now that I have it, I'm going to wear it all day, every day. I'm going to throw on my leather jacket at night and look like a total badass. Cowboy boots or cute heels, whatever it is, this nap dress can make it look classy. You look like that classy lady you see at the airport. Hill House makes fun fashion that makes you feel good. Get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MURDER15. That's MURDER15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com. Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.